lovely ladies, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, basically all I talk about is femininity, relationship, and marriage, and how being feminine can affect your relationships. It may get you into marriage, or if you are married, how to change your relationship to a new positive dynamic by changing your behavior to have more feminine energy. And just to give a quick run through of what femininity is, at least to me, femininity is more of something about you embracing your womanhood, and you're having the characteristics and traits of what it is to be a woman. You are nurturing, kind, generous, loving, sweet. You have a happy disposition. Not to say you can't ever have any other emotions. You are emotional. Not to say that you can't be logical in some situations. So these are characteristics of, and there's many more, but these are characteristics of what it means to be feminine. Feeling or being attractive, which is, and on my opinion, is more so on the inward thing than the outward appearance. So you're attractive because you're charming based on your personality and how you are generally, your character. So I am big on character and being feminine on the inside opposed to just the outward appearance. I am not one who wears dresses and skirts all the time, but I'm not someone who always wears jeans. But I will say, I think that if you change your inward appearance, your outward will come. Not your inward appearance, but your inward person. Then your outward appearance will come with it. Some people like to change their outward appearance, like their wardrobe, how they dress, and how they accessorize their hair and everything, and then they work on themselves. But I truly believe working on yourself is where people will start to realize that you are changing and you're on your feminine journey. And that will start with how you react to certain situations, your behavior, how you respond in stressful situations, and how you speak. You know, do you curse? That's something that we all have to work on in many cases. Are you someone who thinks negatively of yourself? Because one of the first things to help you become feminine is to embrace your womanhood, embrace yourself, having self-confidence and self-care. And the first way you can become more confident is becoming more loving yourself and caring for yourself. So as you pamper yourself, take extra bath time, doing your hair, doing something that makes you feel good, then you will come in tune with yourself, because you have more downtime, more alone time. So once you start to do self-love and self-care, then you can have that outward appearance. So really quickly, I want to talk to my Black women. Society has made it seem as if being a darker skin tone is, or just being Black in general, we're of all different shades and colors, but in particular, darker women are looked at as aggressive, masculine, and the complete opposite of what it is to be feminine. Now, I will say this: you are beautiful. Everyone is beautiful based on their personality. The outward beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if you don't believe that, look at all the people you see that are married, and you're like, really? They're married? And you would think like, wow, if they can get married, I can. And it's not to look negatively on women, but sometimes you would think, unless I look like this person, I look model-like, I won't ever get a guy. And as you can see, there's some women who do not fit up to those standards that society says, and they are married. And they have boyfriends. Now, some people are just in situationships, and that doesn't matter. So that's why it's good to not to compare. So instead of comparing yourself to other women and seeing if you match up, just be the best woman you can be. If you have a wonderful personality, you are dressing for your body type, you are having feminine energy, like those characteristics that I said earlier, men will find that attractive. Although they are visual, when they see that you're put together and you're dressing elegant and classy, and then you have the class act as well that goes with it, they will see a new you. There's so many people that I see that have a beautiful smile, they're upbeat, they're positive, and it makes them, you see them in a new light, and they look more attractive than what the societal standards of what they will appear to be. So I'm the kind of person that says, I think you can be feminine whether you wear jeans and flip-flops or whether you wear a dress. I truly, truly, truly believe that a positive character, being an upstanding person, will help you on your feminine journey. So starting with your thoughts, how you feel and think about yourself. So as I was saying with darker skinned women, my Black women, society may say all these things about you, but stop worrying about what other people think of you, and you be the best that you can be. I know, at least for myself and others around me, whenever you're on your grind and you're doing your thing, you don't have time to worry about other people, so you don't have time to gossip. And when they're doing the best that they can, they don't have time to worry and gossip about you. So if you are someone who feels like you cannot be feminine, or society and people on social media, some of the men on social media are saying, Black women this, Black women that, and it's also negative. And it seems to me it's falling in the realm of what the negative propaganda is. And that's sad to hear that from our men. And I know sometimes they get stressful, but then you can provide constructive criticism about what's going on with the society without putting people down. But I'll say this. Women, all women, some of you have been violated. Some of you have been mistreated, neglected, and this could be by a partner, someone you love, like a family member, and someone you just thought that was really close to you. And I want to say this. Do not let someone stop you for being you. You may be a single mom. You may be someone who is just going through so much. You may even have a laborer type job. You can still be feminine. All that is your energy. Work on wardrobe later. Start with being the best you can be. Having a grace-filled mouth. Every time you speak, make sure it's something that's not putting others down or putting yourself down. Make sure you have a balanced look at the world, because that may change how you view things and how you react and behave to certain things and people. And in your relationships. The world is not all bad, and no, the world is not all good. But when you get to a point where you have a give and take, and yes, you can be like me, I'm an activist, and you can talk about things that are important to you, but coming to a true understanding that all of the world is not that. So instead of having this bird's eye view of the world and understanding that everyone is different. If you come out of your environment, you will see different people that may speak differently, have different lifestyles, and different income, different just ideas about life and itself. So I am more traditional in my values, but that's also because I grew up with parents who were traditional in their values. You may be someone who did not grow up in that traditional type household, so your values may be different. We want to get to the point where we're no longer blaming our parents for not teaching us how to be feminine, or not having masculine energy in our homes, or having a mother who's feminine, or someone who was a good parent. We now, if you're grown, you can be determination of what happens in your life and how people treat you, how people see you, and how you view the world. You are the number one person in your life. You come first. Because if you can't come first, you can't put others first. And then if you put others before yourself, that becomes the new benchmark, and then people's standard for you may be the default, because now you put all that energy into them, and they have you've left them no standard of where they need to go. Because the whole goal of this is to challenge others to do and be better and inspire them, and the same for them to do you. And if you have no standard or a benchmark, where do they go? That means however they treat you is what it is. However they view you, it is what it is. So that's why it's important to carry yourself in the same way that you want to be treated. And then after you carry yourself through your behaviors and your actions, then you can add in how you carry yourself physically, how you walk, and how you dress and things like that. So this feminine journey is some people are continuing on. People fall off the wagon. I'm still on the journey. And you don't necessarily have to have been someone completely masculine energy, but you may want to do something better for yourself. And I'm telling you, the more feminine I've gotten, the more things I've learned, the more things I've done, I've noticed that it has made a huge change in my relationship, my marriage, with my children. Your feminine energy can be just breathtaking to people who do not know you out on the street, to your family members, to even to your children, because they see all of that energy that you exude. They want some of that. If you're upbeat or you're happy, they want to approach you because it means you're approachable. They want to talk to you, ask you questions. I know that when I see someone dressing so gorgeous, I want to be around them. Okay, well, I need to update my wardrobe. They inspire me, right? So you want to have people in your circle that inspire you to be better. Maybe they're great at their job, and you want that. Someone who's great with money, someone who's great in fashion sense, someone who's great with hair care. I know for myself, I surround myself with other natural hair women, so I can get an understanding of my hair better. You want to get to be around women who, like, I'm married, so I want to be around other married women, people who are in relationships, people who have the same values. So put yourself in position around people who are doing that. It'll make your feminine journey a lot easier. But again, if you've had a past that was horrible, you're going through some things, you can still be graceful and feminine as ever. You can still be elegant in how you react to that situation. So let's not get to the point where we're only stuck on hypergamy, being in high society, because let's face it, everyone cannot be high society. Everyone cannot have a husband or a boyfriend who just makes great money. When I met my husband, we were in our 20s. Obviously, he's not someone who made so much money at the time because he was 21. And I'm saying it's just amazing to see us both grow together and our income just like quadruple, and to see him grow and mature, because he's not the same man as he was at 21 as he is now. 10 years really change people when you have children. And so everyone's not going to be put together. You're not going to be put together in a full package, and neither will that man. He's not going to be put together. But as you grow together, then you will start to be awesome and make money and be a power couple. So you have to make sure that you're not just looking at preferences and want someone all put together, because you're probably not all put together. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to leave you with that. I do have a podcast, so you are able to go to Feminine Energy with Danielle DeVita to hear more about what I have to say if you don't have time to look at videos. Well, it was wonderful, lovies, to be able to impart my knowledge over to you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and make sure you stay feminine.